all the general comments. First item, there's no seal on this drawing, any of these drawings, which,
Why?
it's a good question, Dennis, I'm not sure. Typically, when you submit a drawing for final approval, it has the professional seal on it.
Especially if this was already supposedly approved.
I went through that banker's box of Mineral Beach files, and there are previous versions of this drawing which are quite similar to the one that we looked at, that do have the seal on there. So I'm not sure why this one doesn't. Perhaps it's just an oversight, but seal should be on the drawings to be recorded. County's not going to accept the drawing without it. So, item 2 is my catch-all comment regarding Walter Long Road. We've talked about this at great length, but Walter Long Road is private, which, if nothing else at this time, as far as I know, the township's only received a letter of interest from the applicant to purchase Walter Long Road. They've not provided the township with a sales agreement. They've not provided the township with an easement. In my opinion, they have not adequately demonstrated that they have the legal right to use Walter Long Road for what they intend to use it for. That is a current holdup with their grading permit as well. They're showing proposed contours along Walter Long Road to cut on the high side and fill on the low side to be able to widen the street, which is what I would consider private property. So item 2 on the general list is my catch-all comment regarding the private ownership nature of Walter Long Road. Item 3 on that list is dealing with the gas lines. If you look up in the northwest corner of the property, there's 2 different gas lines that are shown with 50-foot easements, close to lot 147 and 148. I'm concerned about how that alignment is shown on these drawings. Frankly, I'm less familiar with the area than you folks are, certainly, but I don't believe there's a well site there or any other reason that those gas lines would terminate where they terminate. So I may be wrong, but I think these lines continue and potentially cause a conflict with the way lots 147 and 148 are laid out. I think that gas line might run underneath those lot lines, which I'm not sure. I'm not. We would have to get maps from the gas company to know the alignment for sure.
Right.
From my recollection,
Is there a well up there?
no.
No.
There was a proposed track well site B to the right of Mineral Beach.
Close.
There was, I will tell you this, Joe Listani told me that when he sold, he had to release a gas well right away. So apparently there
Yeah.
might have been one years and years and years ago, but before they would buy the property from him, he had to buy back this easement he gave,
So are
the
they?
gas well, but.
Are we thinking those aren't there?
No, they're there.
They
They're
are.
probably there, they're probably shallow ones.
Equitable, when this was first initiated, I believe Equitable Gas was renewing a line, and I believe, I can't swear to it, that at that time it was moved from the previous location to where it is at present. So you have to find that Equitable Gas,
Yeah.
their location of the line.
We would
There's
need to
a
get their
website.
gas maps, yeah.
And plus, there's further down on McClellan Road, there's a gas line that goes to accept the gas from Traxxas. So, you know, this is, I believe, further up on McClellan. McClellan side here,
Yeah.
right on that, I guess, north end of where McClellan is, there is a gas line that it cuts into Long's property and parallels the road, and I believe comes up over in through through the two Able Boys property
Okay,
and goes into Traxxas somehow.
yeah.
This looks like it.
It is an interesting alignment how it zigzags its way through there, so.
Well, this was done new,
Hmm.
so,
Almost looks like they relocated it.
this was done when Traxxas, well was put in over there after Trax. And it goes over to Traxxas property, down the hill in the track, and, goes under 88 to the well site.
Okay,
But there's another gas line that I think that we're talking about, I think it has been moved. But you gotta get
Yeah.
confirmation.
But Joe did say
that
there's
shouldn't
a
be
well
something
there
that we
now.
do, that should be something that, yeah.
There's a well
Somebody
now.
does, okay.
Yeah, shallow,
But, okay,
told me there's a well.
but Able themselves, and I don't know where it's at, have a private gas well up there
Still there.
that services their house. They get their gas from it. And there's some arrangement that was done when they were going around here drilling for shallow gas. And this was initiated by the Ables up there because a family member did that, and they, benefit from having gas for their two.
Sure.
And maybe a third, I don't know.
Okay,
So somebody needs to find all them wells.
I agree, I agree with you, I think,
Joe said it's still operating.
I
Joe
guess,
says there's still a well there. Joe
Shallow?
Lestani said there's still a well there. It's
Shell
still
was-
operating.
Mhm.
Shallow.
Yeah, well, it's a private well, it's their
Yeah.
well.
It's still operating.
Or,
so that may be something different then, Michelle, because this is an EQT easement,
yeah,
so
well,
No.
EQT has a line up there.
there may be
That's the one I
private wells in
believe was
addition to
moved
this.
for the benefit of this development.
So, yeah, I guess I'm just making the comment because I think we need some more information about where those facilities go.
Well, even on this drawing, it should show an extension in a
Right.
certain direction, not just stop at the property line.
I think it's
But-
convenient how, I guess I'd be surprised if it stops where they're showing it stopping.
So how do we find
No,
out?
it continues on to the adjoining property.
The best way to find out, Dennis, would be to contact EQT and have them send us a copy of their GIS, which shows where the map, where
Is
the
that
lines
our
go.
job to do that, or is
It shouldn't be,
Yeah,
no.
but sometimes you gotta chase after people to get the jobs done. Sort of like when I used to prosecute, you had defense attorneys that didn't know what they're doing. So when you try the case, you have to help them along, so you didn't get a ineffective assistance of counsel situation, so.
No, you're saying, Dawn, that, see, up there, it says that EQT 50-foot wide line easement that looks like it curves off. But then there's this 30-foot wide Peoples
Right.
natural gas that looks like it just goes right into the plant. So there's two
There
lines
could
there.
be two. The Peoples and Equitable have been combined, but yet then they split up.
There's
Yeah,
separate,
emerging.
So it could actually be,
yeah.
I don't know. But further beyond this property, going towards Strax, it used to be Texas Eastern and Columbia Gas. Texas Eastern's a multi-fuel line. It was put in during, the Second World War
Mhm.
as a safety supply system, for the United States during the war. And, I assume, and it's been upgraded, it's maintained and well, because it goes through my property and I'm aware of it. And Columbia Gas parallels with it. But that's further off the map, but I don't know if there's a tie-in to gas companies, or,
Yeah, right. Okay,